Welcome to our fourth session of the Braces Challenge with Dietitians. So our session would be titled Simple and General Annuities. So let's start. Let's start with the definition of an annuity. So an annuity, it is a series of equal payments. So it is a series of regular payments that is made at regular intervals over a period of times. So annuities are commonly used in loans, saving plans, and also retirement funds. So that is the basic definition of an annuity. So it is a series of equal payments. We have two types of annuities. First, we have the simple annuity, and the second one is the general annuity. For the simple annuity, the payment intervals match the compounding periods. So the interval of the payment is the same with the compounding period. Meanwhile, the general annuity, the intervals do not match the compounding period. So later on, we will have an example with regards to that. First, let's deal with the simple annuity. In a simple annuity, the frequency of payments matches the compounding frequency. For example, if the payments are made monthly, the interest is also compounded monthly. So it's the same. So if you are going to pay monthly, the interest is also compounded monthly. Also, for example, another example, if you are going to have a payment of quarterly, the interest is also compounded quarterly. So that is simple annuity. So the formula for the future value of a simple annuity is FV is equal to PMT times quantity minus 1 all over R over F. So where FV is the future value of the annuity, PMT is the payment amount per period, R is the annual interest rate in decimal forms, N is the number of compoundings period per year, and N is the total times in year. So as an example, you invest 10,000 pesos monthly. So in a simple annuity with an interest rate of 6% per year. So that is compounded monthly for 3 years. So again, for simple interest, the payment period is monthly and it is compounded monthly. So it's the same. So that is an example of a simple annuity. And that's how are we going to identify if it is a simple or general annuity. So now for the general annuity. In a general annuity, the payment intervals and compounding intervals are different. So again, the intervals for payment and compoundings, they are different. So for instance, you might make monthly payments. You are going to pay monthly, but the interest compounds quarterly. So you are paying monthly, but the interest is compounding quarterly. So that is, they are different. So that is for general annuity. So this is the formula for the future value of a general annuity. So FB is equal to PMT times quantity 1 plus R over N raised to NT minus PMT. So where, again, FB is the future value of the annuity. It's just the same legend for earlier. Now, how can we apply or what are the practical applications of simple and general annuity in our real life? So first with simple annuities, so fixed rate mortgage where payments and interest compound monthly. So in terms of mortgage or loans with a collateral, no? So second, we have the car loans where payments and interest align on a monthly schedule. So we have a car loans, no? For example, also a motorcycle loans. Next, for general annuities in real life, we have retirement plans where contribution may be made monthly, but the interest compounds quarterly or annually. So investments, no, retirement plans, monthly we have to pay, but the interest is compounding, maybe quarterly or annually. No, it depends. So also we have certain investments, so like bonds that makes semi-annual or quarterly payments, but compounded interest annually. So those are some of the practical applications of simple and general annuities. What are the key differences between simple and general annuities? In terms of the payment and compounding, so let's emphasize the difference of the two. First, in terms of the payment and compounding. For simple annuity, payments interval matches compounding period. So again, they are the same. For general annuity, they are different. In terms of examples, we have monthly mortgage payments for simple annuity. For general annuity, we have retirement contributions with quarterly compounding. For complexity, for simple annuity, it is easier to calculate. In general annuity, it is more complex and it requires adjustment. Why? Because the payment is different from the compounding period. That's why it makes more complex. Now, let's have practice problems. So you invest $100 every month in a saving account with an annual interest rate of 5% compounded monthly. So that is for 2 years. How much will you have at the end of 2 years? So this is an example of a simple annuity because you are paying or investing every month and the interest rate is compounded monthly. Okay? That is for 2 years. So let's apply the formula for a simple annuity. So we have first the formula. And later on, we have to write the given. So FB is equal to PMT times, we have 1 plus R over N raised to NT minus 1 all over R over N. So the given, our PMT is $100. Okay, so our interest rate, which is 5% or 0.05, our T is 2 years or 2, and our N, okay, so our N would be wait, N, our N is 12 and this is compounded monthly. So that is the formula, the given. Now for the solution, let's substitute. So we have FB is equal to $100 times quantity 1 plus our R is 0.05 over N, which is 12. Okay, raised to our N is 12 times 2. Okay, minus 1 over our R is 0.05 over 12. Okay, so let's compute. What would we get? 0.05 divide 5 divide 12 plus 1 raised to 24 minus 1. Okay, so divides 0.05 times 100. So we have the future value would be $2,518.59. So in pesos, so multiply it by probably 50. So around 125,929. So that is the approximate. So every month, no, in 2 years, by having 5% interest, your $100 will be 2,518.59 dollars. So that would be uh, our problem for simple. Next, for general annuity. So let's read the problem. You contribute $300 monthly. So you are paying monthly to an investment account that compounds interest quarterly. So at an annual rate of 7%, after 5 years, what will be the future value of this investment? So you are going to you are having an investment and you are paying $300 monthly every month. However, the compounding period is every quarter. So the given are, we have the PMT, which is every month you are going to pay $300. The rate is 7%. We have also the time, which is 5 years. Our N, the compounding period, which is quarterly. So our N is 4. Okay, so the formula to be used would be, okay, so we have FT is equal to PMT times 1 plus R over N raised to MT minus PMT. Okay, so for the solution, let's substitute the values to the formula. FB is equal to $300 times 1 plus our R is 0.07 or 0.07. I forget. Over, since our N is 4 raised to 4 times T is 5. Okay, minus 300. So let's solve using a calculator. So we have 0.07 divided 4 plus 1 raised to 20 times 300. Minus, so we have $124,043. Right. So we have 124.43. So that would be the future value of your investment. So if you are contributing $300 monthly, so to an investment account that compounds interest quarterly at an annual rate of 7% after 5 years. So that would be the future value of your investment. So again, it will increase, no? Actually, it is 424.433. So in this case, that is the interest, no? The total amount would be $424.43. So in this case, we are just solving for the interest. So that is the future value. Okay. So as a summary, an annuity is a sequence of payment made at regular intervals. Simple annuities match payment and compounding intervals, while general annuities do not. So as a key takeaways for this, understanding the type of annuity helps you to calculate future values accurately and make informed final decisions. So that would be all for the topic of simple and general annuity. So thank you so much for listening and have a great day.